Welcome to Inspecting a Part, Counting Tools. While still in the second half of Part 2, Inspect Part, open the Counting Tools in the Settings pane at the bottom of the screen. In this section, we can choose to count edges or patterns. For this part, we will use edges. Select the tool and click Add. Adjust the region of interest to encompass the edges that will be counted. It is important that the region be drawn in the correct orientation. A good way to make sure the region is set up properly is to align the directional arrow seen at the top of the region so that it is perpendicular to the edges we are trying to locate. For horizontal edges, this region would need to be rotated. Once the region is correctly positioned, click OK. In the Settings pane, on the General tab, give the tool a unique name. On the Settings tab, we can adjust the tool's parameters. Edge contrast defines the minimum acceptable edge contrast score for the found edge. Notice on the chart that adjusting this will change the values on the y-axis. Edge transition defines the transition of the edge, dark to light to dark, or both, default being both. For increased accuracy and speed, specify the type of transition. Edge width defines the pixel distance, from 1 to 50, over which an edge transition takes place. Notice on the chart that adjusting this affects the sharpness of the edge transitions. This setting helps filter noise from the image. Angle range defines the maximum amount of angular translation that the found edge can experience, from 0 to 10 degrees. Notice on the image that adjusting this changes the angle of the found edges. On the Range Limits tab, you can define a minimum and maximum value for the acceptable number of edges. By default, EasyBuilder Smart Limits will set both to the original value counted by the tool when initially set up. You can reset this by clicking Auto Limits. In the Results palette, we can see the passing result of our tool. Acquire an image of a bad part, and we should get a fail result.